Thank you, Chairman Aguilar. I strongly condemn the brutal invasion by Hamas of Israel and the barbaric acts committed against Israelis, American citizens, and citizens of other nations. There are no words strong enough in the English language to describe the unspeakable evil perpetrated by Hamas. Last Saturday was the deadliest day for the Jewish people since the end of the Holocaust. Let me now just state the obvious. Hamas is not interested in peace. Hamas is a genocidal, homicidal, religiously fanatical terrorist organization that has two goals: to slaughter Jews and to annihilate the state of Israel. Its founding charter tells its members to kill Jews and to destroy Israel. Hamas beheads babies, murders the elderly, and wipes out entire families. The world has seen the menu of evil that Hamas uses to inflict maximum terror and maximum suffering. There can be no path towards peace until Hamas is dismantled. Israel not only has a right to defend itself, Israel has a right to make sure these atrocities never, ever happen again. The American people have stood with Israel and will continue to stand with Israel for as long as it takes to dismantle and destroy Hamas. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce one of the smartest people I know in foreign affairs, the ranking member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Greg Meeks.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair, Mr. Chair. First, let me just say that after receiving the confirmation of the killing and beheading of children, toddlers, infants, it shows that when you talk about Hamas, they are really ISIS. The same kind of killing, horrendous, inhumane actions. This attack is truly unprecedented. When you consider the size of Israel's population, proportionally, it would be like 30,000 people dying in my home city of New York on 9/11. The dead are women, children, the elderly, Holocaust survivors. Civilians, soldiers, and now confirmed babies were beheaded. Women were raped. People shot, stabbed, and blown up with grenades. One thing that every human being on this planet must acknowledge is that Hamas exists for one reason, and one reason only: to destroy Israel. You can't have peace in a region if someone's existence is to say that you can't exist. You should not exist. We were moving and continue to move, to use diplomacy, to try to get other states. This is why the Abraham Accords are so important, because for the first time you're getting other nations to say Israel has the right to exist, and we're going to figure out how to work together. That's never Hamas. I believe Hamas has seen this coming and know that their existence would be wiped out, and they caused this thinking that they can destroy Israel. That's not going to happen. Second, I want to acknowledge that there are innocent Palestinians in both Gaza and the West Bank. that hope to just live normal and free lives. They want nothing to do with Hamas. Hamas is their enemy too, because what the cowardly people of Hamas does is use them as human shields to try to hide the weapons, the strategy, and the things that they are doing. So I just want to make sure that we cannot lose sight of this. We must keep these Palestinian people and their safety and livelihoods in mind as we crush Hamas. And finally, one of my deepest concerns is that there's a chance that this war can expand beyond its current scope. And I know that our administration and our allies are working around the clock to send messages and warnings to Iran and Hezbollah to stay out. I hope also that until we know more, we are all cautious about how we speak about Iran's role in public. We don't want a widening conflict. We are living in a very dangerous time. We want to get the facts, and we want to act accordingly, staying by our true values. But there's one thing that I think is absolutely clear. It was clear in the classified session. It's clear in our Democratic caucus. We are going to stand by Israel and make sure that we defend and give them what they need to defend themselves. So this is one. And the last thing, I just say this, because in the spirit of what Leader Jeffries has talked about, trying to govern in a bipartisan way, in that same spirit, I reached out and worked and talked to Chairman McCall, and we came out with a joint statement, and we worked out a joint resolution. The problem is the dysfunctioning on that side of the aisle, that we cannot do anything until they decide what they're going to do with reference to a speaker. But I think it's significant and important, and we're working collectively together to try to make sure that whenever that dysfunction ends and they can come up with a speaker, that one of the first things that can be voted on is a joint resolution from Congress saying that we stand with our friend, our ally, Israel.